Hello, my lovely, lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans. It's Laurie, and I'm here to do your daily reading for you. Hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. Life's an adventure. I hope you're laughing at life and having fun and enjoying the adventure you're creating. All right. Remember, you get to create the reality you live in. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you for your highest good. Let's see if something will make you laugh, make you feel good today. What have we got for you? You've got the Four of Cups. I'm getting a sense of a little bit of unhappiness. I'm not going to do that anymore. That doesn't make me feel good kind of energy. You're looking in the mirror. Maybe you want a haircut. Maybe you want to do something different with your eyebrows, or shave your beard that you've been wearing, or start growing a beard if you haven't had one. You're changing something up. You're looking in the mirror. Now, some of you, that could also be, you're looking at yourself and saying, I don't like that habit I have. Maybe I should start a different one to replace the one I have. So this is a lot of just looking at yourself. Thinking about what you want. You're not miserable. You're just not like, I want to change something. I want to do something different. I don't want to keep going in the direction I'm going. All right. So you might go out and buy some new clothes, get your hair cut, get something done, trim a beard, grow a beard. You may change a habit, eating habit, the way you do something. Yeah. Your routine, maybe you're going to shake it all up, and instead of getting up at 6 a.m. and going to bed at 11 p.m., you're going to get up at 11 p.m. and go to bed at 6 a.m. Here we go. All right, so, all right, I love it. Six of Wands, success, okay? Viewing things differently, making life more enjoyable, not taking things so, God blessed, serious. Yeah, there's a lot of things in this life that require our attention, but when we don't have to lose our minds over it and lose our happiness over it, that's when we're successful. I am definitely getting a very playful mood here today. So you will be successful with whatever you want to do, whatever you're looking at and wanting to change. You're going to be successful. And it is because you're willing to do it different. You're willing to change it up. You're deciding something here. And once you decide, all the restrictions break free. That is what manifesting does for you. Oh my goodness. It comes to us in so many different ways. We don't even know we're doing it half the time. Holding ourselves back from things. Just choose to do something and go for it. The worst thing is you fail and you start again. You fail and you start again. And you know what they say? Practice makes perfect. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll share that funny story on the live stream. Somebody, if you're interested, ask me about my first husband's eyebrow incident. It was funny. It was really funny. All right, let's see what we have here for you. The Five of Pentacles. I'm hearing for some of you, it is going to be trial and error. You may feel like you tried it, didn't work. Oh, no, I'm out that. But you know what? So what? You tried. But that's just for a couple of you. Some of you, you're losing that bad habit. You're losing that hair. You're losing the old clothes. This is loss, but in a good form. This is like making peace with it and saying, it's not there anymore. I'm done with it. I don't want it. Passing it on. All right, so that's good energy. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see what else we have in store for you. This is definitely very good energy. Very good energy. You're definitely trying something new. And for those of you, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I feel like everybody should know that, but then I'm made aware almost every day how something I believe and think is general knowledge is not general knowledge. Okay, and this is true across the board, because I just received an email from Spreadshop, I think it was, which is like a print on demand or Shopify or something like that. Anyways, they were talking about how they can no longer have people who are making and creating things with the president's mark on it. Okay, and that means because of copyright laws. This is what I was talking about with my videos being stolen. I just assumed everybody knew that that was illegal, that that is personal property, that it's trademarked, it's copyrighted because I created it or the president's team created it. So you can't just, here's a good example. Disney, for years and years and years, Disney did not do anything about people creating things with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Daffy Duck and all these other things. But guess what? Each and every one of those things is trademarked. That belongs to Disney, nobody else. And nobody should be making money off of stuff that Disney should be selling. Okay? Just so anyways, my thought is that so often I just assume, which is my problem because that makes an ass of you and me. And if you look at the word assume, ASS, there's a you in the middle and a me at the end, makes an ass of you and me. Assuming anything. Okay, so I assumed that what I know, everybody else knows. Not true. All right, let's get back into your message here. Oh my goodness. So try again. That's where that was coming from. The sayings that I grew up with, the things that kept us going. And it's a different environment now. In fact, I just shared something with my daughter about that too. How what she can create in her lifetime is completely different than what I was able to create in mine because of the standards of living, what I had available to me, what the expectations were. My era, we were pushed. We were pushed. You want something, you earn it. You get out there and you do it. You create it yourself. This world does not owe you anything. And that's another thing to keep in mind. People thinking that anyone owes them anything. After the age of 18, when you get to tell your parents no and you get to vote and you get to get married, you're on your own. Nobody owes you anything after that. So keep that in mind too. And these are just changes in the shift of the world, okay? And this is why parents and children clash. And this has always been a thing. You know, we try to raise our kids with our morals and our values, our ethics, but society changes. And there's different availabilities, a different role of ethics. Unfortunately, we're in the ethics of those who grew up with violent video games and that reality, which is not reality, but they're creating it. All right, let's see what else we've got here for you. I don't know why Spirit wanted me to go on such a tangent, but somebody needed to hear and understand that. Let's see what else we have coming out here for you. Oh, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so you have to... Oh, you have to fight for this. If you want it, it's yours, okay? Nobody can take that from you. I don't know how to explain this. You want something, you want to change something. Somebody may be telling you, no, you can't do that. But guess what? If you're over 18, you just heard me say, it's your responsibility to do what makes you feel right and good. Now, you're not doing it going where it's going to hurt somebody, but it's yours. Defend it. Stand up for yourself if you want something. I remember saying something to my husband, I want to get my hair cut because my hair's always been long. Well, since I've been an adult, my hair's been long. And I said, I wanted to get my hair cut. And he was like, no, you can't do that. I like your long hair. And there was reasons he gave and blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, okay, well, then I won't cut it. But if I want to cut my hair, I should be able to cut my hair. And that's what's coming through here. If you want to grow a beard, okay, so your spouse or whoever says, no, you can't grow a beard. Yeah, yes, you still can. Okay, you may have to put up with them commenting about it all the time, but it's still your choice. All right, Two of Pentacles. It says Two of Stones, Two of Pentacles, okay? Spirals or wands. Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's a balancing act. You know, do you want to take on cutting your hair and making your husband miserable for a short period of time? Do you want to grow a beard, make your wife, your spouse, your girlfriend unhappy with that? Will they get used to it? Probably. Okay, they've gotten used to everything else. So where's the balance? Think about the balance. It's all fun. All right, don't live your life according to somebody else's expectations, please. If you want to change, change. And you're the only person who can make these changes. And once you make up your mind to do it, what's the worst that's going to happen? Somebody's going to say, oh, man, that beard's ugly. Or, whoa, why'd you cut off all your hair? Well, guess what? Hair grows back and beards can be shaved off. It's not the end of the world. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's see what else we have here for you. But it is a delicate balancing act, you know. It's your choice always to see how it goes. Look, balancing acts, the acrobat, the Page of Pentacles. All right, try something new. Try it small. Don't go all in, you know, major thing. Maybe cut half your hair off. No, not one side of your head. No. Cut your hair like... If you've got really long hair, only cut off half of the length of it. Don't cut it all the way to where you want it to be. Do that in increments. If you're trying to grow a beard, maybe try to go short before going long, if long is what you're desiring. You know, see how it goes. If it doesn't go over well and you're getting a lot of flack and you feel uncomfortable with it, then shave it off. But steps, little steps, baby steps. Be flexible. Be willing to change. Even though you said, I'm going to go buy myself new clothes. If you go to the store and you don't like anything you see in the store, then don't just buy what's there. You know, wait. Go find it another time. All right, let's see what else is coming out here for you. So flexibility in this. Stay away from rigidity. Go with the flow. If you're unhappy with the way things are going, I'm also hearing learning curve, people getting used to things, you getting used to it. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. Give yourself grace and give yourself time. And if you don't like what you're doing, change it. Okay? If you say, I'm going to try this and I'm going to do this, and then you get going down the road and you don't like it, change it. Look at that. The green man, the emperor. You're the person in charge. And you know what? There's a lot going on here. It's not just this. It's not just that. Take one thing at a time, though. Don't make a whole bunch of changes all at once. Be flexible and be ready to grow. Be ready for something to get a little complicated. Be willing to take another look. You're the person in charge. You're the person in charge of you. You're the boss of you, okay? So be the best boss that you can be. Absolutely. And when you see how well you can treat yourself as a boss, as an employee of your own, then you can start showing others that grace and gratitude too. Much more easily. Okay, easier. Let's see what else we have here for you. Interesting reading today. I'm loving this. It's very, very playful. It still is very playful. Look at that. The Ace of Cups. You're going from the Four of Cups of unhappiness to trying something new, just going with the flow. Look at the water coming right out of that mirror. Now you're behind the mirror instead of looking into the mirror and saying, now you're looking from the viewpoint of yourself, looking out at the world straight on, okay? You're looking at us straight in the face here, and you're going with the flow, and you're finding abundance. You're finding balance. There's two candles here. They're burning equally. So now one thing is getting more than anything else. Very balanced. And if you're looking for receptivity from your environment, you'll be receiving it. It's new. It's different. Just go with the flow. Try something and see how it goes. Good energy coming to you, though. Definitely you being peaceful. This is going to... I hear whatever it is you're wanting to change, as long as you allow yourself time and forgiveness and grace and flexibility, you'll be fine. You'll accomplish this. And it'll go over well. All right, there you are, the Wheel of Fortune. See, this changes. And, you know, your future changes based on what you decide. So what are you deciding? What do you want? It looks like you know, at least in your subconscious, you know you want something to be different. You can't, it's not recommended to change everything about yourself or your life all at once. Make the one adjustment, get that down into being a habit. And by the way, a habit only takes about, they say, anywhere from 21 to 31 days of, you know, in consecutive order. So you can't say 3 days I do this and then 3 days I don't do it. You have to do it for that 21 days. Sometimes it only takes people 7 days, 14 days, but usually they say on average to create a new habit or to break an old habit takes 21 to 31 days of consistent effort. All right, so here in your subconscious, you may have been thinking about this for a long time, and this is why you finally got up and looked in the mirror and said, you know what, I want to do something different. All right, let's see what it is. And this is for your highest good. Whatever change you're making, it is meant to improve your life. Let's see what the outcome is. What's the most likely outcome here? If this is your message, or if you're excited about this, or if you've been having fun with this message, go ahead, please tickle, tab, boop, or zap that like button for me. Claim this in the comments. Ah, yes, and I do hope this reading is for you, and that you're making those little adjustments, changes, that you're coming out of a hermit energy, you're coming into a period of excitement. Yeah, you know, I've said in the past, and this was brought up to me by Spirit this morning, get rid of the drama in your life. No, I need to clarify that. We all need drama, but not in the sense of chaotic drama. What we're looking for in life is excitement. Things that inspire us, intrigue us. We don't need that dangerous drama, okay? Those are not, that's not the type of drama you want in your life. You know, the cheating, the doing things behind people's back, spying, gossiping, that's chaotic drama. That doesn't benefit anyone. But the drama, the excitement of, oh my gosh, what does today have to offer me? What can I create today? What can I do that's going to make me and those around me feel good? That's the type of drama that you want in your life. You know, the surprises that make people happy. The surprise, hey, let me help you carry those groceries in. Hey, I love your new haircut. You know, whatever. The excitement of life. The fun side of life. Not that other stuff. Leave that behind. Leave that behind. All right. Outcome. Most likely outcome here. Hern the Hunter, the Chariot, changes upon you. Very good, healthy changes. Very good, healthy changes. Ace of Swords, truth, honesty, seeing it, understanding it, hearing it. Two of Wands, balance, decisions. All right, I'm hearing you're letting something go. You're changing it. You're finding that new balance. You're finding your footing here. You're also finding that there's more opportunities available to you now because you're not being restricted by something. You're not being held back, by negative thoughts, worries, manipulations. Yeah, you're letting all that go. Yep, there you are, the Queen of Wands, showing up again. Letting the fear go and finding peace. Excitement, dreams, okay? Remembering the good times. Letting go of the fears. Enjoying life. Nostalgia. Yeah, you've got a bunch of fives in there. A whole bunch of fives. And fives are about the day-to-day changes in life. All right, let's go ahead and get you 3 yes or no answers here. I will also get you an angel oracle number. We'll end or do the letter dice. I'll get you whatever oracle messages Spirit wants to bring to you. So let's see what's next. All right, you've got the first answer is a no answer, and it says new discoveries. I love this because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. New discoveries are going to affect the final result. Knowledge, there's the Ace of Swords, okay? Knowledge is power, but fate is fate, the Wheel of Fortune. You only receive what you create. What reality are you creating? Your desire to achieve a favorable result will still guide you down a successful path. Okay, so you get to choose what path you're on as long as you have faith and you decide you're going to create it. You're going to create the new habit. All right, the new lifestyle, the new something, letting go, getting in the flow. You only get what you only receive what you create. All right, no, a rainbow of excitement is on the way, however. And the longer you have to wait for this thing, the more your enthusiasm is going to build. But be patient, because there's only a few more steps to go before you are immersed in this new reality. This is going to develop quickly, bringing you invaluable experiences. And yes, most of them are going to be happy. Patience is the father of good character. Keep in mind, there has to be contrast, okay? That's why we love drama. That's why we love excitement. Otherwise, life would be very boring. You can't be excited all the time. Otherwise, you wouldn't realize that you're excited. You can't be unhappy all the time, or you wouldn't realize when you're happy. All right, you wouldn't be able to be happy. If everything was just one way or the other, black and white, you wouldn't be able to do anything. You have to have the balance. You have to have the counterpart to everything, which means there's a lot of gray area in the in-between. All right, so the third and final yes or no answer is no. But behind every mountain that you climb, there will always be another peak for you to conquer. And the way is open. However, the fog of uncertainty is slowly lifting. All right. Once the wind of change injects you with a bottomless energy, that's when you will receive what you need in order to climb that mountain. Okay. There's got to be a wind of change, and you've got the Chariot here. So it's about you deciding, the Two of Wands, that you're unhappy with the way things are, and you are going to try something new and different. There is no mountain that's too high, and there is no problem too difficult to overcome. All right, ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Can't remember the rest of it, but that's the way it goes. I'm telling you, that's just the way it goes. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on here today. What's your angel number oracle message today? Oh, what a good message. I love the energies around this one. Zero 404. Slow down. Slow down. Okay, think about it. Find that balance. There could be a power struggle between you and someone around you, even within yourself. You know, so many times we think people won't like it if we do something, but where do we get those opinions from? Why do we think those things? So, slow down. There is no power struggle. Okay, it's only created in the reality you want to perceive. All right, so pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Why? Don't freak out. First of all, why do you want to pay attention to those things? Because you need to avoid making further mistakes. Now, what I'm hearing here is somebody may be wanting to make a change. You want to make a change in your life. So here's a good example. You were not a religious person, okay? And now all of a sudden you're going to delve deeply into religion. This is like replacing one thing. Okay, you've got a bad habit. Okay, that wasn't a good analogy. Spirit's saying that doesn't make sense. All right, so you've got a bad habit. You live in darkness. You're always negative, blah, blah, blah. And now you want to get out of that. So you're going to focus 100% on religion. You're going to put all your energy into that. The problem with that is you're just replacing one habit with another habit that's equally bad. Does that make sense? Like you're not finding the balance, that neutral ground in the middle. You're swinging the pendulum from one thing to another. Okay? That's where we are perceiving our reality incorrectly. I hope that resonated for whoever was meant to understand it. All right. So communicate clearly and keep up your boundaries. Now, your boundaries are your ethics, your morals, what lines you won't cross within yourself, okay? Like, I'm not going to break my diet. I'm going to stick to my word. I'm going to carry through with things. Those are boundaries, okay? We're not talking about boundaries about other people, keeping people out. We're talking about our ethics, our own values. All right, what else have we got here for you? We've got the wisdom of the wild folk. No. What is this called? Wild things. Wisdom of the wild things oracle. Let's see what's going to come out here, you wild things. What are you into here? Yeah, this is why we want to make slow changes in our life. Little things. Like just explore what's going on inside ourselves before we decide to jump wholeheartedly into something new. You know, a little bit of exploration's fine. See if it's what you want, but don't commit 100% to anything. Not right away. You need to delve deeper. Let's see what we've got here. Take action. Interesting. Card 30. So things working out, working with others possibly. Let's see what 30 has in store for us today. All right, this is your call to action. The time for contemplation, that Four of Cups, is passing. You already know what you want to do. You are going to have to take a leap of faith and put your energies into motion. Put that idea into action. While it is unwise to take action before an idea or project has fully marinated, too often we don't trust ourselves to act at all, okay? But as the famous poet once said, boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. The moment you put your energy behind an idea, you've started the transformation process. That is creation itself. Mighty forces, often unseen, will move on your behalf. Do not hesitate. Put your brave boots on and be the person who decided to go for it. Leap, and the net will appear. Okay? Or you'll grow wings on the way down. Either way, go ahead and take a leap of faith. Go for it. If you want to make a change, take action. You can't just think about it forever. You have to do something about it. All right. And for some reason, my mind was completely elsewhere as I was reading that to you. So I don't even really know what that just said to you. Let me go ahead and get you another oracle message here. We're going to get you a spirit animal. Let's see what comes out here. Let's see what goes on here with the spirit animals. You have the bee, the community, okay? You are a powerful creator, and your work does bless those that you are in touch with. Be open to receiving the sweetness of life because you are the queen/king of abundance. Queen, you know, queen bee because of the community. They have queens. Queen bees, but it can be you are the leader, male or female. What have we got next? I'm hearing to roll number dice here. 1968, something about either December or July 1968. I'm also hearing 86, but that would be October 11th, 86. All right, don't know what those were. Let's see what comes out with a letter. Edward, Felicity, Grace, Becca, Caleb, Mabel, Madeline, Camilla, Emily, Carol, Bickford, Jack, Jag, Gamlin, Gemma. I'm hearing maybe, but I'm also hearing the song Maybelline. Now that's an old song. Maybelline. So maybe there's something in that song, or that message right there is for you. Eileen, Elaine, Iman, Abigail. I heard Magdi. I actually know somebody named that. I hope he's okay. Clyde, Mackenzie, Jenna, Jeannie, Leanne, Adelaide, I'm hearing Magdi again. I'm trying to say Magi, M-A-G-I, but Magdi keeps coming out. All right, Lee, Felix, Murphy, Dido, Didio, Fred, Cedric, Cecil, Miley, Colleen, Darcy, Nick, Kincaid, George, Morgan, Molly, Melissa, Ellen, Allison, Alistair, that's a wild, so I'll re-roll that one. Phoenix, Phoebe, Fagan, Anna, Banis, Brogan, Sunny, Sophia, Saigon, Florida, Daphne. How do you say this? I'm seeing it. G-A-F-F-E. Gaff. Is that Gaff? Largo. Gail. I'm hearing Legal Eagle. Legal Eagle. Quinn. Laura, Leah, Eleanor, Naomi, Hayden, Chad, Chicago, Glenn, Gonzo, there you are again, Connie, Colin, Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio, Chief, Beth, Bethany, Bessie, Anita, Jane, Diane, Cardinal, Casey, Gemma, Yasmin, Elon. Oh, Elon. Okay. Oh, you know what I just heard was Eva Longoria. Eva Longoria. I know she's an actress. That's all I can tell you about her. but something about that is resonating with somebody here. And Magdi, your name is showing again. Margaret, Madge, M-A-D-G-E, Madge. I don't know. Is that... I had an Aunt Madge on my stepmother's side. O'Neill, Enzo, Fern, Finn, I'm hearing Fowler, Walkner, all these different names, Walker, Wagner. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. It's getting chaotic. Billy, Bellamy, Helen, Ned, Nepal, and that's Adonis. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, tickle tap, booper zap that like button, claim it in the comments. Don't forget, live stream this Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, it is Libra season coming up here in a couple of days. If you would like to get a personal reading or your birth chart done, okay, you do an interpretation of your birth chart, email me and I will send you all the details. If you've not joined my website, go ahead and do that. As I start putting things back on there, it keeps crashing every time I get in there right now, but I'm working on it. You'll get notified each month of the upcoming energies, like an overall reading for you for the month, that you'll only find on the website. There will also be items for sale over there. Digital downloads, jewelry, things like that. It's all in the process, and I figure by the beginning of the new year, everything will be in order. If you just give me time, I'm only one person. But if you want a birthday season, special priced, I mean ridiculously low priced personal reading, or your birth chart done, interpretation, please email me, and I will send you all the details on how it works. Get your names in now, because I got a lot of people requesting readings. It's based on who pays first, okay? I love you guys to pieces. And I'm wishing you a blessed and beautiful day. Much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.